I'm Jordan and you're not, and this is my review on Cannibal Holocaust. Now, Cannibal Holocaust was hella controversial when it was first released. In fact, I think it's still controversial today. It's still banned in countries all over the world. How come we can't ban Justin Bieber or the Westboro Baptist Church? Alright, so Cannibal Holocaust is an Italian exploitation found footage horror film dealing with cannibal tribes, rape, fetuses, slaughtering turtles and animals, and naked guys, and getting ripped open, and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, I watched this because my theater is not playing The Green Inferno, so I decided to watch the real deal, the hardcore, the most controversial movie ever made. And it was actually quite different than what I was expecting. I was expecting like this film crew, I was expecting the film crew the whole time to be over there, to be like filming it, like all these, them all getting tortured and I don't know, mutilated or something, like the whole 80 or 90 minutes, but it was actually, it started off differently. It has this Professor Monroe, I believe is his name, he's going over to the Amazon to find this, you know, these filmmakers, these documentary filmmakers, who was going over to make a movie about, you know, these tribes, and then we see that they're dead as shit, and we'll see why later. And let's see, so him and his crew, the Professor Monroe, he has these guys, right? And he captures one of the tribe people members, not cults, but then for some reason one of the guys just randomly gets naked. They have a fetish for naked guys in this movie. I don't get it. So yeah, then they take them back to the tribe, and you know they actually, you know, they're kind of, they're weary of them. They're weary of, you know, the American outsiders because of what's happened to them, and you know, and they can see why. So, and then Professor Monroe gets naked in the ocean or the sea or the lake, whatever. And then all the tribeswomen, you know, they all run out and get naked with him. Well, they're all naked anyway. So they all get in the ocean, sea, lake with him. And they're all, and they play with his junk. It's a lot of nakedness in this movie. Okay, so then, you know, we see that Professor Monroe, they find, you know, the filmmakers that were over there like weeks earlier, and so they take the footage. They want to get the footage, but first they have to eat a raw food or like a cannibal or cannibalistic thing, and he has to eat that. So it's horrible. So then he goes back to New York, and then they review the footage of the filmmakers of what they filmed, and this is when it gets kind of grotesque and shocking and controversial. So the people that are making this film, they're terrible people. They freaking like one guy, he has to get his leg cut off, and then he dies. And they're like, he was our friend, but now he's dead. We have to move on. Whatever, who cares? And then they just like, they find one of the tribeswomen. They just take turns raping her. Then one of the female filmmakers tells them to stop it. Then one of the filmmaker guys tells her to shut up and starts raping her too. A lot of raping and naked guys in this movie. It's just weird. Okay, so and then as we get to one of the scenes that I just could not watch at all, hardly. There's like this turtle, like this big, slightly big, you know, turtle. So they grab it and then they cut its head off. This is 100% real. This is real animal torture and killing them. Where was PETA back then? So yeah, they cut its head off and then they play like some kind of some weird music to let you know how weird it is. And then they rip its shell open, and then you can see like its blood and its guts and its organs, and I couldn't watch it. I had to I watched it online and I had to go check my Facebook or something. I let it play so I could just hear the music to let me know when the scene was over, but I hated that. I don't like being, you know, slaughtered animals in the movie. I mean, you can kill people, you can kill the grandmas, or you can show guys getting raped or something. You can show that for all I care. I just don't want to see an animal get hurt. I'm an animal person. I'm more of a dog, cat person. But still, if you show a slaughtered animal on screen, I hate that shit. That's like the very beginning of Seed. Have you ever seen that movie Seed? Don't watch it. That movie is an F. This is a 2-review movie. I just reviewed Cannibal Holocaust and Seed in the same review. I'm that awesome. Okay, yeah. So the first scene of Seed is like the guy, the main killer of Seed, where he's watching these videos of these cats and these dogs just getting stepped on and being tortured, and it's just awful. Who watches that crap? And who does that crap to animals? I just don't understand that. Okay, so then we finally get to, the filmmakers find the tribe, and then they put them in this hut and they burn it down just to make it look, just to get for their film, to beef it up. These are terrible, awful, horrible people, and they deserve to die. So you kind of root for the cannibals or the tribe to get at them and rip them open and cut their genitals off and have their way with them, just cut them open. Yeah. But then the last 5 or 10 minutes, it was like, it's all handheld, it's like found footage, right? And then it just kind of gets like Blair Witch Project, like a seizure. It made me dizzy. I got a headache watching that last 5 or 10 minutes. And let's see. I guess, the gore effects were really good, for when the people were getting, tortured, slaughtered, and cut open, and all that cannibal stuff. But just the animal, no. I do not like that at all. So, I would give this movie a C+. I mean, it's not my thing, but, I mean, I'm glad I finally watched it. I mean, just to say that I have watched it, because a lot of people say this is the most controversial movie ever made, and that's like up there with that Salo, 120 Days of Salem, I don't know. It's like up there with that, and a Serbian film, and The Human Centipede. But it was, in a way, it was kind of tame, or sort of, But then there's another movie called Cannibal Ferox, or Ferox, or F-E-R-O-X. Is it like Ferox, like how you say, like a faux, F-A-U-X, Ferox? Oh. But yeah, if you haven't seen this movie, and if you're into cannibals and seeing naked guys with their 1980s bush, you might like it. But if you're a big animal lover, and if you like weird things that'll test you and play with your mind, and see a social commentary on society and how horrible America is, or how Americans are to Amazon cannibalistic tribes, then you might like it. So go ahead and check it out.